Hello everyone and welcome back to Fifth of March Hub. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. First up, let's talk about Usher. Yes, the smooth talking crooner who's allegedly out here wrecking marriages like it is side hustle. Picture this. A video goes viral showing Usher serenading a fan at one of his shows. And this woman looks ready to throw her whole life away for him. She's gazing into his eyes, practically melting, and it's so awkward to watch. You can feel the secondhand embarrassment through the screen. But here is where it gets messy. Rumors are swirling that this fan has a husband back home, and he's not too happy about it. Word on the street is he's filing for divorce because, get this, she's never even kissed him in public. Yeah, she's out here locking lips with Usher in front of 20,000 screaming fans. Now, I can't even confirm if this is true. It's all about gossip, Usher has been living a trail of broken hearts longer than his Las Vegas residency. Remember Keke Palmer and her baby daddy Darius? That whole drama had Usher fingerprints all over it. Who else could charm someone into a public meltdown like that? I'm joking. Or am I? No, but seriously, this man's relationship is like hurricane. Even an animator from the Boondocks once spilled that Usher hypnotized his ex-wife at a dinner. 1 minute they're arguing about an R. Kelly episode, the next minute she's giggling and waving at Usher like a schoolgirl with a crush, leaving her husband mortified as she practically camped out at Usher's table. The poor guy said it was a long silent ride home, and the next day his co-workers were like, "Oh, that's going in the show." Usher's always at the scene of the crime, folks. His wife must be a saint to put up with his antics. Now, let's switch gears to something even wilder. Terrance Howard, yes, the Empire star with the Interstellar, dropped a bombshell claiming P. Diddy tried to get in his pants. Shocking, right? Not really, because Diddy's been on a predatory prowl for years, and comedian Cat Williams have been screaming it from the rooftops. Cat once bragged he turned down $5 million 4 times to protect his virginity hole, as he put it, because Diddy's party come with a catch. You've got to say no or you might end up compromised. And he's not the only one with a story. Actor Columbus shot spilled some serious tea about Diddy's late night invitation after Cadillac Records.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers coming to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back.
Diddy called him up, praising his acting and asking for coaching. Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. Columbus saw through the grooming vibes quick. One time, Diddy hit him up after the BET Awards saying, "Hey, come to my hotel room at the Beverly Hills Hotel. It's just me." Columbus was like, "Absolutely not. What am I, a midnight snack?" And finally, let's stir the pot with Lizzo, who's catching heat for her spicy take on pop royalties. She boldly claimed Britney Spears is just doing a Janet Jackson impression and called Janet the queen of pop. Oh, and threw shade at Madonna while she was at it. The internet erupted. Lizzo argued Janet was the first pop diva, saying she paved the way before Madonna was even a blip on the radar. Madonna fans fired back, clutching their pearls and defending their icon's crown. Here's my take. Lizzo is not entirely wrong. Janet was a trailblazer, the female Michael Jackson of her time, dancing and singing her way to superstardom before her peers caught up. But saying Madonna was a kid watching Janet on TV? Girl, check your math. Madonna's older still. Janet's influence is undeniable. She was out there with the Jacksons as a child, tap dancing with Michael, setting the stage for what a pop star could be. Madonna, though, earned the Queen of Pop title with sheer donations, sales, impact, you name it. But if we're being real, Whitney Houston deserves a shout out too. She redefined vocal power and star power in her own right.
We love Madonna.
Oh, I do. I love Madonna.
I have to really clear up some shit because people came for me on the internet because I said Janet Jackson is the queen of pop. I said Janet Jackson's the queen of pop, and here is why I said Janet is the queen of pop. Britney Spears is doing a Janet impression, and she said it. Janet is her diva.
Yeah. Sure.
There were no such things as pop divas before Janet. Janet was first. She was famous when Madonna was a kid watching her on television.
Yeah.
And I'm just putting it out there. It's not because someone is better than the other. She was just first, and she is Janet. She invented this shit.
Yeah.
Now Madonna is the pop icon.
Yes.
And I love Madonna.
Yeah.
And we can't refute her influence in what she's done for pop music and for all of the divas. She's birthed a generation.
And
we refuse to
and I felt like I was fighting for my life because people was just dragging me by my ankle.
When I was younger, Janet Jackson was a big inspiration to me. I remember seeing her If video for the first time and I was like, I want to be like her. Yeah, I thought she was very cool. I remember I met Janet for the first time. She was meeting me after one of my shows, and I was coming off the stage all sweaty and stuff. I was like, hi, it's nice to meet you. And she was like so sweet, such a doll. Yeah, so tiny, yeah. You know, I wound up I met Britney just a few days ago.
Just a couple days ago? How did that go?
I saw her show, and one of my best friends is dancing with her, Gil, and she said that I inspired her a great deal, and that's so flattering for me. Yeah.
She actually covered Black Cat, I believe, in one of her concerts as well. I know she's a big fan.
I heard about that, yeah.
Drop your thought below. Hit that like button, subscribe to Fifth Match Hub, and share this with your crew. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time with more scandalous scoops. Bye for now. And just watch that video.
Y'all gonna have to pay to do music with me. And besides, y'all gonna have to sign an NBA. Straight up.
Oh my god.
Okay? I'm not doing no free songs with nobody unless they pay me to get on the song with them. Because what y'all have to better realize is that people are trying to get on a song with Shamar to go viral, to have people looking at them. They want to take my spotlight, and you're not going to do that. Let me have my own spotlight. Let me have my shine.